Congratulations, sis. You made it to day 21. I'm so excited for you. You've come from 0 dates to shiro in terms of the number of men that you're now actively interacting with, but also those that you're initiating conversations with, allowing them to pursue you, sis. Oh my goodness. I am so proud of what you have accomplished. But you know what's most important is that you should be most proud of yourself. Think about all of the things that you've done over the last 20 odd days or so, sis. You've started not only initiating conversations, but you've actually created a dating profile or you've updated your dating profile. You've got an amazing selection of great photographs showing you in good light on the dating apps. But you've not only got a profile on one app, you've got a profile on multiple apps. What else are you doing, sis? You're actually going out on dates. That's the whole point of this. But before you went out on dates, sis, remember all those video calls that you had to go through? Do you remember what I said about the video calls in terms of keeping them short and sweet and to the point? Line them all up and then get them all in and then ask for your date if he wants to take it further. If he doesn't, it's all well and good. Wish him well and say, thank you very much indeed. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. If on the other hand you're not really feeling his vibes, again say the same thing. Do you know what? Thank you very much indeed for organizing this call or for having this call with me. I don't think that we're quite aligned, and then just move on, sis. It's really that simple. Don't make a whole mountain out of it. And then what else did you do, sis? You created a whole bank of questions. You thought about where you wanted to go on all these dates. Oh my goodness, sis, you have done a lot. I love the way how you've smashed through those fears. Do you remember? Oh my goodness, are they going to like me? Am I too fat? Am I too thin? Am I too this? Am I too that? All of that is completely irrelevant, because not only did you initially express an interest, but you committed to this new journey, to this transformation. But you're also building your team and you're asking them those amazing questions that I gave you back in, I can't remember which videos it was, but feel free to check back and have a look at those videos if you can't remember. Sis, honestly, you've come a long way. I've truly got to celebrate you. Now, if for any reason you have not done all of the challenges each day, you've sort of skipped a few and then you jump to the end, sis, I want to encourage you to go back to day one and start again. Alternatively, go back to the days where you've missed those days and go and do those days. But this time when you go back and do it, sis, do it more consciously and more conscientiously, and make sure that you're logging your thoughts and your feelings in your journal. The other thing I asked you to do, remember, or that I invited you to do even, is to start a habit tracker. This is in addition to your dating diary for tracking all of your dates. Start a habit tracker so that when you look back at the progress that you've made, you'll be able to say, oh my, you won't be asking yourself, what did I actually do? You will know what you have actually done and accomplished, sis. And that's the beauty of tracking your habits. So where to next, sis? Well, if you're now feeling extra confident and you're rearing to go, keep going. Seriously, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. The 21-day dating challenge has been designed to offer you tips, tools, techniques, and strategies to lay the foundation for your dating life so that when you step out into the world on your own, you're so confident. You know how to ask questions, not only written questions in the app, but actually when you meet these men face to face. And sis, if you're worried about any of that or you've got any concerns, feel free to reach out to me, because the Dating Kickstart Academy is designed to take you to the next level so that you can literally just turn up and show up, whatever. If he calls you up in the morning and says, are you free this evening for a date? You're not worried. You're not flustered because you've got yourself together. Not only have you previously selected your outfits, but you've thought about the questions that you want to actually ask. But remember, even though you're asking questions throughout the day, it's not an interrogation. It's about making sure that you have a fun-filled time. You make an impression on him such that if you both like each other, he's going to be asking you, when's the next date before the end of the evening? Because he realizes that you're going to be snapped up quick. And if he doesn't step up, he should just step out. But do you know what? Seriously, sis, it's all about having fun. Remember this whenever you go out. So keep your intentions focused on the goal. The goal, if the goal for you, if the end goal for you, sis, is engagement and marriage, keep in mind the 5-step process and make sure that you share it with these men when you go out on dates. If you're having a second date and you haven't talked about this yet, you need to make sure that you weave it into the conversation by the second date so that he is clear. Because some men that I've been out with, they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not interested in that. That's way too structured. Love is supposed to be simple and easy and all of this. And some of the men I've spoken to that I've dated are just not interested in my 5-step process. That's okay. Seriously, it's okay. And that's what you say. You say to them, you know what? That's fine. And you let it go. Don't dwell on it. Don't think, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. He's so this. Nah, forget it. Because here's the thing. And this is one of the things I've discovered. And that is that the faster men bow out or the faster you bow out, the easier your life will be. Because imagine a situation whereby you haven't explained the 5-step process to him, or whatever process you choose to adopt, you don't explain it to him up front, as in you haven't made your intention clear. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dates down the line, and you guys are really getting on and you're having a whale of a time together. And then suddenly you're like, oh my God, he doesn't actually realize that I have a process. Imagine you've invested 10 dates. He's invested 10 dates. How do you think he's going to feel? He's not going to be very happy with you, sis. So make sure that if you go out with him a second time, at least by the second date, you need to have told him. Because remember, in between date number 1 and date number 2, you're likely to have some conversations. But the 5-step process is generally something that I encourage my sisters, my girls, my ladies, my team, my people to talk about face to face, because then you can immediately see his reaction. And I've had men say to me, I don't like it, not going to do it, blah, blah, whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. Now, other men have said, you know what? I don't like it, but I respect it. That's all I ask. And I just say, thank you. And then I don't need to say anything else. But if they go on and on and on about it and they don't like this and they don't, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Seriously. And I just say, that's absolutely fine. And you just leave it there. Don't get into a conversation with them about it, because that means you're not upholding your values, things that are truly important to you. Remember, we talked about values a couple of days ago, and your values are the things that are truly important to you. That when people sort of like hit you head on with things that you don't like, and then suddenly your blood boils and it riles up inside of you, what that's telling you, sis, is that your values are being challenged. And you need to listen to your body when you find yourself in situations like that. And it could be that you've actually just not been clear in expressing your values to the gentleman that you're engaging with. So, again, go back to that video. I'll try and remember to pop a link up somewhere for you so that you can actually go back to that video and listen and watch again, just so that you're really prepared for those kinds of challenging situations. Because it might not be about the 5-step process, it might be about something else, but you need to know how to handle those conversations. Is whatever it is that you do, please remember, you're here to have fun, to meet new men, to find out about these men, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them who they are, but also to find out about you and what you like when you're having these engaging conversations and interactions with them, so that you can make an intelligent decision without all of your emotions going completely haywire. Remember, you got to be very conscious of that, and we as women have to be very, very conscious about the oxytocin hormone and how it affects us, because it's the cuddle hormone. It's when you get all smooshy about everything to do with a particular guy. So just be careful about that. But anyway, aside from that, sis, keep having fun, keep focusing on what it is that you want, keep moving forward. Yeah? Okay. So remember, I'm going to leave you with this. As always, at the end of each video, I'm going to leave you with this, sis, which is be curious, be interesting, and be intentional. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.